this is a full match analysis of the game between Chelsea versus West Ham, which was a hard fought win. Chelsea were lucky to have won that game. In all fairness, forget about the euphoria of being happy that we won the game. We won the game, but there are some times whereby when you play some games, it doesn't matter. It's not how good you play. The fact is that the 3 points is very, very important. It's not how well you performed. The fact is that if you can get those 3 points, it's very, very important. And everything comes from the determination in the second half. Since we've been in this run of bad form, Chelsea has always had issues with the second half. We play well in the first half, then play terribly in the second half, where we end up conceding goals. Just take account like the Fulham game, where we end up losing in the second half after scoring first in the first half. Some other games like that, where we play very well in the first half and play poorly in the second half. Now let's dive right into it. Maresca plays his normal inverting fullback, which was Cucurella that was inverting, going to the midfield, entering the box as like a second striker. While we had Colwill, Tosin, and Reece James playing like the base three, where we are in possession. When we are not out of possession, Cucurella comes back into his position and plays the back four. While we now have a pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo when we are defending. But if we are with the ball, Caicedo stays. So we have those three defenders. Cucurella goes to join the attack. Where we have James, Tosin, and Colwill. Then Fernandez joins the attack with Palmer and the other players playing in the and Madueke and Sancho keeping the weight with Jackson up front. Now, in this game, I don't want to know whatever people said. The wingers actually tried their best. We all know that Sancho is not a player that takes shots. He's not a player that takes shots. When we play against low block teams, sometimes is effective. But in that game yesterday, was not. Wan-Bissaka did very, very well in pocketing him. He could not do those things. He was able to beat him a couple of times, but those beatings did not end up resulting in anything fruitful. Though the first half went on, then that mistake by Colwill. I've always said it. I think Colwill thinks he's better than what he is. I think mentally Colwill thinks he's better than what he is. He's not such a good defender in terms of, he's not at the level he mentally thinks he is. He's still somebody that is still progressing and learning. He's not at the level that he mentally thinks he is. He's still developing. So he made that mistake that cost us a goal. I've always said players need to sit on the bench a couple of times. You have Chalobah on the bench. You are playing Colwill. You play Colwill and Tosin and rest. That's the defense that you used against Wolves. And there was a little bit of balance in the defense when you play those two with James and Cucurella. I don't understand. Okay, then the second half there was a little bit of tenacity when you brought in Neto. You put Neto to replace Sancho. Sancho came out. Then Neto was playing on the left wing. Then you made the substitution. You brought in Nkunku. You took out Madueke. You took out Reece James. I know we are managing Reece James because of injuries. You took out Reece James, brought in Malo Gusto. Then you put Nkunku on the left wing. Why haven't you tried to play Nkunku on the left wing? This is the same position he was playing when he was at Leipzig. That was the same position he was playing when he was at Leipzig. Experienced footballer. He played that position. He played it very, very well. Neto came in. Neto in that second half, his presence in that second half changed the game. I don't understand why Neto cannot play like this majority of the time. Sometimes he comes in and does this, and sometimes he doesn't. He just comes and doesn't do well. Then after that, Neto scored the goal. Then Palmer was able to drive into the box and take a shot that was deflected in by Wan-Bissaka. The goal was awarded as a Wan-Bissaka own goal. But in all fairness, sometimes it's not about the performance of the game. In total performance was not so great. Total performance of Chelsea was not so great. But the most important thing is the 3 points, and Chelsea is back to top 4. And that's the most important thing in games like that. It's not all about the performance. It's the fact that Chelsea is winning and back to top 4. We are 2 points ahead of 5th place. So the next thing is just to try and win our matches. And our run of games, we have easier run of games than the opponents that we play that are fighting for the same position, for the same 4th place. So regardless, come on you Blues.